Good evening and welcome to another video by Rideshare UK, the channel that gets under the skin of Uber. Right, what we're going to talk about today. Firstly, look, I'm doing this in the dark, okay? And the reason for that is because this is like a breaking news, if you only use that word, something that needs immediate attention, or it could be, I'm just bored. Right, what we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about this increase Uber, London Uber drivers are having tomorrow. Actually, I think it's from tomorrow. I'll have to check that. And the fare is going up by 10%, right? 10% increase on the fare from tomorrow in London. Now, let me tell you something. There's other cities also in the UK that's already had that increase already. The likes of Birmingham, we've had the increase about, I would say about 3-4 months ago. So if anything, you know, they're quite slow in London having that increase. But let's not, you know, dwell on that too much. Now, how are we taking this? You know, are we going to complain about it? Are we going to jump with joy? You know, what exactly is happening with Uber right now, and we'll try and examine that a bit more in this video. Right, so firstly, Uber's response to this is demand has increased. Right, demand has increased. Hello, for the last 6 months, you know, Uber have just realized that people are coming back onto the road. Right, before that, they didn't realize from yesterday that demand is increasing. Right, but you know, we will let them off, you know, because obviously they don't know what's going on. Demand has increased, they're saying. Also, they're saying, look, drivers have found jobs somewhere else, and what we're going to do is lure these drivers back into their cabs, working for Uber, and you, as a rider, will not wait so long anymore because all the drivers are just coming back. You know, that is their statement of why there's an increase of fare in London from tomorrow. So that's their intake. But let's just look at this also a bit in depth. Now, firstly, they're saying, look how stupid it is, saying fares hasn't increased from 2017. Now we are approaching 2022 right now, so that's 5 years drivers haven't seen an increase, and they're saying drivers are leaving and they're trying to bring them all back by giving 10%, where in 5 years they have done nothing. Okay, so why have these people left? You know, and what is exactly happening in London? Look, I'll give you my, I don't know, 4 reasoning why. Firstly, most of these drivers who have left are part-timers. And sadly, they found out the hard way, the part-timers, the guys who rented their vehicles out, that part-time don't pay. And it does. But I'll tell you one thing, you got to work extremely hard to make it work. You know, so that there, part-timers, you will find are the ones that have left this trade more than any other sort of drivers. And that's because they were lured into by Uber's bonuses, you know, their false earning expectations, coupled with the increase of, you know, car expenses, increase of cost of living, and they just have no choice but to leave. So you've seen that category there. Will they return? I doubt it. Now there's another one here, number 2. I'll say there's been a lot of aggressive marketing or aggressive competition by fellow app companies, the likes of FreeNow, Bolt, Ola. And there's another one I think a lot of people forget that didn't actually make it to the market, and who would have gave Uber a right spanking, you know, and that was Didi, who pulled out. But if they actually came into the market, Uber would have been really, really suffering right now. But, and also these companies, you know, the likes of, as I said, FreeNow, Bolt and all that, they are offering a lot of bonuses, a lot of promotions and everything. So it's not all the drivers have left Uber, left for another job. They also have moved to other app companies, ones who probably look after them a lot better with promotions alike. So that's something else. Now, and the other one, number 3, their attitude towards drivers. You know, Uber, as I just said earlier, from 2017 have not increased their fare at all. If anything, they've lowered fare a lot of times. And you could see post in the last few months ago when fares were really low. You know, from Heathrow Airport, you could get to Birmingham for 80 quid. You know, and drivers are doing that, not even knowing how much fuel and, you know, these drivers are actually making loss on these jobs. It's sad, really. But you know something? There's another one as well. 50,000 drivers had their commission increased by 5%. These are drivers who earn 20%, drivers who were loyal to Uber, and they just gave them a good slapping and increased their commission up to 25%. You know, so some of these drivers as well, and that includes me. You know, I now, you know, favor other app companies than Uber, sadly. But, you know, that has to be done. What number are we on? Number 4. You know, Uber doesn't listen. That's their main problem. Forget about all these questionnaires and feedback, and, you know, appears in your app and everything. Uber does not listen to its drivers. You know, and you look at over the summer, there was protest by ADCU, and there's drivers, you know, well, not drivers, I like to call them heroes, protesters, you know, telling Uber, shouting in the rain and everything, look, you got this wrong, this pricing structure was wrong. You know, these are drivers telling them, listen to us and, you know, we will make you better. But no. The protest, you know, they were telling them that your rates are too low. And what are you exactly doing now? Increasing the rates. You know, and this is what it is. Okay, we shouldn't really, you know, moan about it too much. It is an increase. That's the good thing about it. Is it enough? Maybe not in the whole grand scheme of thing. It seems good now, but, you know, as I said, if you was on 20% earlier, you're on 25%. This does not really, you know, make a much of a difference. You're only probably recouping back where you've lost already. There was another driver, I think, that was saying, well, why don't they decrease the commission rate rather than increasing the fare? Well, that's not going to work, is it? Because end of the day, their commission comes out from the fares. That's where they'll make more money from the actual riders themselves. They're not going to make more money out of increasing your commission rate. Right, so I'll leave you guys to it. And, you know, you can say well done to Uber, but as I just explained, it's far, far too late. Bye-bye now.